like a jungle cat.
He is in fantastic condition, Pacquiao. I mean, he's worked virtually every second of this.
Phenomenal, really, from Pacquiao as well.
This is the 11th round coming up.
It's hard now, but there's 6 minutes more of it.
I know you got the power to knock him out, and you got the strength, and you're in condition. Take chances, baby. Let's take a chance in this round coming up. If you don't take a chance, you go home lost.
He looks like he's really feeling it now, doesn't he, Clottey? You couldn't blame him, could you?
Yeah, I mean, the signs are now that you know, he's accepted defeat. They want to go out in the shield, they want to go the distance, but maybe once or twice he'll let the big punches go. I mean, he did come back at Pacquiao for points in that round, but he is just being dominated now.
It's a great uppercut from Clottey, and it's punches like that and little rallies like that that keep the referee from the door, so to speak. And so if he stops throwing punches and keeps on shipping them, the referee's going to start thinking, maybe I ought to step in here because this is getting too one-sided. It's round 11. Crowd right in on the plot. They're wondering whether Clottey can somehow stage some kind of late rally. Is what you're seeing here in any way change your thinking or modify in any way about a possible Pacquiao-Mayweather fight if they can get that on later in the year?
Yeah, you have to wonder if Mayweather, who's not a massive puncher himself, can cope with the volume and the pressure of Pacquiao. When you look at a performance like this against a really live opponent, I mean, some people have said that Pacquiao's last few opponents maybe they've shown a little bit of damage before he got his hands on them, but this man's not damaged and has been dominated here. So what would Mayweather, how would Mayweather cope with this work rate and this volume of punches?
Because he'd be a lot more slippery and counter-punching, wouldn't he, himself? Different fight, as we say.
Yeah, but to win a fight, you have to be throwing punches, you have to be landing shots.
Yeah, he'd be a hard man to outpoint, wouldn't he, Pacquiao? You can see that because he just keeps on throwing and he relishes the battle too here. He'll even be relishing the bravery of the man in front of him and admiring it.
A couple of good uppercuts there from Clottey, then followed by a right hand. So he is having a go in this round. It's going for it.
Pacquiao, having coasted for a bit, suddenly decides to put the plug back in. Clottey having his best round in a while and lands a right hand. Pacquiao, here's his response. He looked tired on his stool at the end of the last round, I thought, Clottey, as if he was getting towards some kind of breaking point, but he's done well in this session.
Yep, he's given it a go in this session. I mean, he must realise he needs a knockout. And he has put up a tremendous show, Clottey.
Well, the crowd seeing big-time boxing in the Dallas area for the first time in the modern era. Are really into this. Again, lovely uppercuts with the left hand there from Clottey. He's done that a few times on this round. Pacquiao's kind of just given himself a little bit of time off.
The argument is those punches have been blocked. Again, Pacquiao dominating the action.
Clottey got himself out of that corner and got a big cheer from the crowd for doing that. Gets through another session and gets a standing ovation. They've decided to let a bit of air in here tonight. It's getting that hot. It's particularly hot for Joshua Clottey. 3 minutes to go.
Come on. Breathe in, breathe.
50,000 plus fans here. What a brave man.
Last round coming up. Last round.
He's earned every single dollar and more Joshua Clottey tonight. He's got a little 9-year-old daughter back home in Ghana. He says he misses her, Zena, and he sends money home to the family from his hard trade. Never harder than tonight. Is the last round here. Clottey deserves to go the distance. Look at that. That's what a great feeling between the two fighters. What sportsmanship. What an example. Won't stop Pacquiao from trying to get the stoppage in the last round, as he did, of course, with Miguel Cotto. Oh, there's a clash of heads there. Both of them felt that one.
Both of them caught it high, so hopefully no damage. One had caught it in the eyebrow, although even this late stage, that's the last thing you want.
He's put so much into every punch, doesn't he, Pacquiao? There are no range fighters or anything like that in his armoury. He just throws every punch with evil intent. Well, there's no doubt about who is a mile ahead here. But Clottey, over the last couple of rounds, has, with the finishing line in sight, I think, has just come on a little stronger and been re-energised.
Yeah, well, you can see the end of it now. I mean, round about the 9th and 10th round, it really became tough for him. But he's in the last round now. You can see it almost over.
Just boxing almost quietly for him in this last round, Pacquiao. It's almost as if he's thinking, well, Clottey deserves to go the distance. I'm sure that's will have crossed his mind as a fighter through and through, but maybe he can get him out of there, he will. The crowd have really got into this, haven't they? They're living it. Just listen to the atmosphere in here is something quite special.
It's been non-stop action every round, and full credit to Clottey. There's that dangerous looking uppercut, which would hurt a few welterweights, I might mention.
It's going to be defeat by the look of it for Joshua Clottey, barring something really sensational later on, but certainly a defeat with great honour. Pacquiao has tried everything in the book, but he cannot break this very proud Ghanaian. Last few seconds here. There will be a huge embrace between them at the end. Pacquiao is going to win, but tonight he can't blast the man out. It goes the full 12 rounds. It is over. Even then, though, I thought Pacquiao looked pretty special and electric again.
Yeah, another tremendous performance. I mean, the work rate throughout the 12 rounds was phenomenal. I mean, the power in the punches, he just kept Clottey fully occupied for every second of the 12 rounds, never really allowed him into the fight. I gave him share of a couple of rounds because he was accurate with the right hand and he was piercing Pacquiao's defences, but he didn't win a round on my card. But definitely won a lot of friends instead.
There's Bob Arum, the 78-year-old promoter behind this promotion. He started with Muhammad Ali and George Chuvalo back in 1966, I think it was, top of my head.
And I think he has a special relationship with Pacquiao as well. I think he loves him as much as everybody does.
He never ever stopped throwing leather, did he? Again, you've got to think about that Mayweather fight. I think you have to take it into account. But Mayweather had set him a whole lot of other problems. But Clottey, they said he was tough. He was even tougher.
Yep, he took his bumps. I mean, not too often we see him caught cleanly on the chin. And then what a testament that is to the tight defence that he used. His tactics were terrific for going the distance.
To the scorecards. Wayne Ford scores at 120 to 108. Levi Martinez.